Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Let's talk about something that I've always been telling y'all niggas for a long time in the music industry. Is y'all niggas be passing these hoes around like they're jelly beans. And now we've gotten ourselves into a situation here where niggas is crying for hoes.
Lil Baby, please catch a W soon, man. Ever since Young Thug said whatever Wham says goes, it sounds like everything that surrounding Young Thug and Lil Baby has just been on a downtrend, including the success of Gunna, which is an indictment on both of those two. The more Gunna succeeds and out-succeeds them, the worse that they both look, unfortunately, even though I respect the fact that they decided to distance themselves from him, as difficult as that was. But from Young Thug's perspective, which is a video we're going to talk about later, I don't know if I can respect it as much as I did before. But this all gets started with two things. You can have the biggest Chanel in the store if you want it. I mean, who rapped that? Yeah, it was Lil Baby. Was it Chanel? I think it was Chanel. I think I'm remembering the bar off the top of my head. But he was talking to some, for those that maybe don't remember, Yachty and Lil Baby are signed to the same record label, part of the same crew. It is, I forgot the name. It was Coach K and P. QC. Yeah, QC. I just remember Migos. So
Oh, I thought it was 300. But yeah, it is QC. It is QC. All right,
Migos was on there as well, although one of the Migos had issues with Lil Baby. I don't know if that's still going on. But Lil Baby gets exposed by some chick named Yawoe
Senpai. Okay, let's go look for that on the good old Instagrams. Yawoe Senpai. Yawoe Senpai. Alexandra Cohen. All right, I want to see what this is all about. Little Baby decided, hey, I'm going to pay your car off. Little Baby decided, hey, I have feelings for you. Tell Lil Yachty to stop it. I'm going to confess my love for you. Let's see. What are we dealing with here? To be honest, nothing interesting, guys. This is your typical Instagram hoe, dude. There's nothing interesting here. Is the body real? I don't know. It might be a BBL, bro. I think most likely. Let's just assume it is a BBL. Yeah, that's not God-given. Jesus Christos doesn't give you something like that. You buy that. You build that. Let's build a body. She's a build-a-body bitch. Okay. Now, am I saying I wouldn't smash? That's not what I'm saying, guys. I am a man who's flawed and weak, like any other man on the internet. Not as weak as Lil Baby, but still weak. Yes, I would still smash. But to cry on the internet and get exposed over a hoe? Never! Let's dive deeper. Pause.
Yawoe Senpai? Yawoe Senpai. Some IG, not dustbin. Well, actually, it might be a dustbin considered, but you see this guy text.
Actually, you know what I'm actually interested in? Who's made in Texas? That's another one right here that I'm like, why does Hello Yassine follow this shorty called Made in Texas? I tell the only hell my mama ever raised. Made in Texas. Okay, alright, I see you. I mean, yeah. I mean, she got a nose like Toucan Sam, but it doesn't really matter at this point. I think some niggas are just so down bad. You know what I mean? You know what? As a man, you just gotta not be take what you can get. But we're getting sidetracked here. I was just interested in knowing who this Made in Texas person was. But let's keep going.
Senpai. Some IG, not dustbin. Well, actually, it might be a dustbin considered. But you see this guy texting. So clearly he already has a number. We don't know how.
Hello. He already has a number, guys. Let's go. Is he the one saying hello like that with so many L's and O's? What are you, a body boy? Hello. Let me know some. What wrong? Let me know some. What? Yo, y'all niggas are gonna mess up my ability to speak this vernacular we call English. Hello. Let me know something. What wrong? I'm in Orlando. I came to find you. Nigga, that's weird. So you went back home. I get it. On the way to your house, I'm gonna show you crazy. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, nigga? Then the nigga said, you must have the wrong woman. Stop being crazy. You're not in Orlando. Oh, God, I am. Then the shorty said, show me. Then Lil Baby proceeded to say, I got the right woman, the woman that got me hyped to disappear. What does that even mean? I'm getting my hair done, don't act crazy. Where do I live then? Stop that. Nigga, you're just gonna text some random shorty that you got a number from and you just start yapping? That's so wild, bro. You niggas, that's why I keep telling y'all niggas, man. It doesn't matter how much money you have, bro. If you're still a lame, you're still a lame. Money's got nothing to do with it, bro. It's all frequency. Let's go.
xCephasx, that's a Dade County? Is that Dade County? Let's see if my memory serves me correct. Yes, sir, it's Miami-Dade County number. So he's like, hello. And Yachty comes into this very soon. He says, let me know something. What's wrong? So that's Friday at 4:34 p.m. And then he, this part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6. It's a huge compilation of this chick just spazzing out, breaking stuff, jumping on top of cars. Frankly, if she was a male, she would either be 6 feet under the dirt because someone would have gotten so angry that they just laid her down. And I'm not talking about laying down on her back, which is what she seems to do for money. But also probably just in a cell somewhere because someone would have decided to press charges. And then she replies and he says, you must have the... So he's saying, I'm gonna show you crazy because she's crazy herself. And probably, like attracts like.
So y'all niggas are watching compilation of videos of this hoe, like literally just wilding out. And then the nigga says, yo, I like this crazy broad. I'm also crazy. Let's see if I can give her the D. Man, I don't know, bro. Sometimes I feel like being an intellectual is a curse. The intellectual-minded individual that I am, sometimes I wonder, is it real? Is it okay to have brains? Because it seems that niggas that are ignorant to things and don't understand, well, you know who said it best, actually? Solomon said it best. I believe he said that knowledge is suffering. All right? Niggas that are ignorant somehow seem to me they always are just the most laissez-faire. They can just live life, not care. When you have too much knowledge, it impedes you from doing things. You by being retarded, it allows you to just live life. You know what I mean?
He says, you must have the wrong woman. Stop being crazy. You're not in Orlando. And he says, on God, I am. Show me. See, this is where you must have the wrong woman. Stop being crazy. So she's saying stop, but she's saying go. This is dangerous. And then she says, show me. So this is so funny because she said, man, you ain't really about it. You're not the type to pull up. You're not crazy. You kind of say, now he is crazy for talking to this chick in general, but that's what certain people, they need. You know how like people get on testosterone? Some people need some estrogen. They're too testosterone out. They're too horned out. You need to reduce those levels of testosterone, reduce their drive to make sure that they have better decisions. Hey, Lord Varys from Game of Thrones, he wasn't a genius for no reason. That guy ain't have no nuts. So the only thing he could focus on was the bigger plan. He says, I got the right woman, the woman that got me hyped to disappear, dog. I'm getting my hair done. Don't act crazy. Where do I live then? Stop that. So she's with the back and forth as we continue. He says, you like crazy. Yoon, like chill. Because ignoring me for weeks is crazy. I'm 25 minutes from your house. I'm a be in driveway. Shrugging emoji. See, this is the thing, man. This is the thing with rappers. They have egos with everybody else, but they're like, yo, you ignore me for weeks, it's fine. And they're chasing after being ignored by weeks for a chick that's online. Keep in mind, this chick is online.
That's what I'm saying. This song has it right, bro. This is what I'm saying. It's like, these niggas boast and brag. You talk to them about things. They want things for free. They slide on niggas. They move weird. They fraud. They scam. But when it comes to hoes, these niggas fold, bro. They fold like a chair at a barbecue, dog. They fold fast. They get all in their feels and their emotions. Dude, how y'all niggas with all the money, all this, that, this, and the fourth, and yet you still cry over hoes, man? Like a broke ass nigga in the hood.
Bear. You don't even want to Google her. She's online bear. She's getting smashed out. She's getting rained on, and I'm not talking money rained on. I'm talking other types of money shots. And this guy's going crazy for Lil Baby. Meanwhile, people, when it comes down to people showing up on time, showing up to the shows for the fans on time, giving a good performance. I'm not saying Lil Baby doesn't do these things. I don't know. But rappers in general, they got a big ego with all of that. They got big egos with press or media. But with this chick, he can't even tell himself, man, this chick's gonna ignore me for... The ego doesn't kick in here. Oh, this chick's gonna ignore me for weeks? Man, screw this chick. She don't know who I am. Which I don't think people should just carry who I am by their status within the rap game or within really anything, because that can't be taken away. He giveth and he taketh. And Lil Baby this year is not Lil Baby a couple of years ago. But anyway, instead, the ego kicks in the reverse direction of, yo, I gotta show her what she's missing out on. Like, how could she be denying me? So then they go chasing even harder. And it's just, I don't like crazy at all. I'm a grown-ass woman. Stop that. If you miss me, just say that. Man, this chick is a lunatic, dog. It's almost like people that say peace and love and people that say, oh, I'm about, like raising spiritual vibration. Why do you gotta raise it? What was your baseline before that it needed to be raised? That's what you should be worried about. This chick's a nutcase and will never change. And he says, well, you could have just told me what it was instead of ignoring me. Ignore me mean pull up and find me. Yo, that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Nigga, like, you're so full of yourself, you're gonna pull up on some random girl that you saw on the internet. That's weird, bro. It's just strange, man. It's strange.
Dangerous, Lil Baby. That's very dangerous. No means yes type activity. Now, you're allowed to think that, Lil Baby, but putting that out on text, that's crazy. Of course I miss you. I had my hopes all up to C, then no response. So this chick right here, she's just dangling it in front of Lil Baby. Kind of like, when you play with the cat and it's trying to catch not the toy, but the stringy thing. And then you just pull it out of its hands right when it's about to catch it and it tries to jump and it's just right away from it, like a second away. Or when it's playing with the laser, that's what this chick is doing to him. And he's just jumping around like a little kitty cat. And she says, no, it doesn't. Stop cosplaying a crazy man because you think I like that. I like peace and love. Damn, that's gotta hurt. Because at this point, he's just gotta go full on crazy to show her that he's not cosplaying. Because if he backs up, it's just like the kitty cat. But anyway, he says at ATP, I'm talking about the energy of the cell. At this point, you can't like peace and love. I think it's at this point. Man, I gotta get on top of my Atlanta slang. You can't like peace and love. That's all I've been trying to give you. So explain to me why the sudden cutoff. Maybe I won't come to your house if I got an understanding. No, you not coming to the crib regardless. This guy said I'm coming to your house. You didn't come nowhere. So he's just capping his rap too. Well, it is what it is. We're supposed to believe this guy was doing 10K a day and before.
Oh man, rappers getting exposed constantly. Like, my God, man. Y'all niggas, I don't even understand why y'all niggas, like, they all look the same, bro. They all have the same thing. Now, mind you, I'm not saying I wouldn't hit. I've already told y'all niggas, you don't flawed like any man. But I'm just saying that, like, you can find a girl that has probably like 3,000 followers and is built the same way, doing the same sort of stuff online and hasn't been found by anybody yet. And you can scoop her up. Or you can try to hit up this shorty that has 900,000 followers by being crazy. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think could possibly happen there? She's so full of herself. Even the idea of Lil Baby dropping into her DMs doesn't even faze her in any way.
Or he hopped in the rap game. Come on, man. I'm going to be honest. I didn't cut you off because I don't F with you. I just felt like it was disrespectful on my end to take it to that point of sharing my body with you. She shares her body with the entire world, by the way. With you when I used to mess with Bo. And with Bo, she talking Lil Yachty. I don't know your relationship with him, and I'm not that type of woman. Imagine that I know at this point, Baby had to be furious. He had to be growling through those teeth. Because Lil Yachty, his inferior in career, and hype, and label prioritization for really the majority of both of their careers, and he came into the game after Lil Yachty. He's like, this shit won't give me no box because Yachty got it first? And this is just talking about sharing her body, man. Let's get that out the way. Now, I don't know how Lil Yachty gets... I kind of feel a little bit bad for Yachty when he gets sucked into these situations because Yachty learned young, too. You don't see Yachty front and center with any of these chicks. Now, it begs the question, is Yachty tricking like the other dudes are on this chick? I don't know. And she's saying, I'm not that type of woman. Man, get the hell out of here.
What you also have to understand is that a majority of these rap niggas pay for box, bro. Now, there's two sides to the paying for box situation. You pay for box because you're looking for discreet people that aren't going to go around blabbing about your nonsense. You know what I mean? You make them sign an NDA, pay for the box, you get what you need, you move on. Right? Versus having to find a girl, courting her, taking her out. Now you're exposed out in public. People see you. People want pictures. There's evasion in your private life. So there's two sides to the coin here. Now, like I keep telling y'all niggas, man, I don't know. If you're trying to be discreet, go ahead. But I'm just saying that the majority of these niggas, they pay for box. And they tell you they pay for box too. In most of their songs, they tell you they pay for it. And didn't The Weeknd make an entire album about falling in love with an escort? He literally did, dude. He made an entire album about falling in love with a pro. Okay? It's called Piss Land. Listen to the album and then come back and tell me that's not about some pro he fell in love with. So yes, even The Weeknd pays for box. Let's continue.
Or does Yachty strike fear into her? Could be. I don't know. And then he goes, well, I def respect that on all levels, but at this point, it's too effing late for all that. LOL. And Bo, my little brother, no matter what, he your big brother in this situation. It ain't that type situation. I've told Bo I'm on your body, though. Not since we've met, but before
I've told Bo I'm on your body, though. Not since we met, but before I met you, when I seen him with you, I told him, like, that's my dream woman. Nigga! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Imagine hanging around with your homie and then he says, yo, man, the shorty that you got is she's so bad. She's my dream woman. Yo, you niggas are weird and sick. You're sick in the mind.
I met you. When I seen him with you, I told him like that's my dream woman. This is crazy, dog. So Lil Baby sees Lil Yachty with this chick, and then he tells him that's my dream woman when he's with that chick. And then when Yachty stops messing with her, he goes chasing her. What kind of little brother is this? That's crazy. No honor amongst thieves, right? When it comes to rappers, they are the thieves, I guess, in this scenario. But that's just, I feel like that's levels of disrespect to Yachty that not even this gremlin, and I don't mean gremlin by appearance, not even this gremlin of a soul of a woman is willing to do that. But Baby's like, nice. And then he says, I respect that, but it's too late for all that. So he basically says, I don't care about all that. I'm just trying to get what I want, and it is what it is. This is a grimy person. This is why some of y'all got friends like this. Y'all think like, yo, you know, I'm gonna show my girl to my friend, but they're plotting on you. Yeah, keep your girl at home, man. And it's not even anything to do with the woman, because in this case, off rip, and before this, she was dubbing him. She was like, yo, I'm not even answering him until he kept pushing the issue. So even this chick, that's a full-on skeezer. She's pushing Baby away, but he is after it because of the boat situation. That's insane. And then she says, it's not too late. He says, definitely too late. My soul already attached. What is your soul attached to, though? You want to put boat in a group message so I can confess my love? And she says, no, laughing emoji. This guy's he's the court jester for her. It's like he got Queen Elizabeth and the court jester. More like Queen Whore Elizabeth. He says, stop doing that. You're funny. We're grown.
Bro, niggas are running around like literally, like you're making a fool of yourself, Richie. How can she respect you, bro? She can't respect you. You're giving up all your hands. Like, there's no card left to play. There's no card left to play to be like, oh, this is what's his intentions? What is he trying to do? Like, the shorty from the very beginning was icing you out because she said, nah, you know something that I know, and I'm not trying to do that. But yet, this nigga said, nah, I'm so thirsty for the box that I have to have you. Even though my nigga already had you, I still need to dip in there and get a taste of it. Even the shorty who literally, somebody who you can deem to have literally no morals, she herself says in her rhyme, which says, this can't happen. This can't go down. You know what? Lil Baby 3 years ago, this would have slid fast. But now that man has no star power, right? Because that's what it is. Because right now, you're begging to her. You're begging to her. That means she holds all the power. If it was a nigga Drake slid in there, it's a rap thing, bro. It's caving. It's Drake. You know what I mean? You gave up all your hand, bro. There's no cards left to play at the casino. My nigga Lil Baby, he doesn't understand about the power dynamics, dude. He needs to read a book about psychology.
This is why when people say like, yo, they think rappers are cool, or when Yachty was like, yo, streamers are lame, and then you see this, you're like, dog, really? This is unreal. He says, LOL, you know I wouldn't do that, but that's how serious I am, though. The level of lust here is, it's a lot of love. It's a lot of lust, not a lot of levels. Is that what Lil Sky said? We too grown for you to be cutting me off. Like, come on, we too grown for that. How does that make any sense? It's just, I'm in a space right now where I'm keeping my body to myself, so unless you want a really good friend, there's no point in continuing to speak. And then
any hoe who talks about keeping her body to herself, you know she been hoeing mad crazy, dog. You know she be hoeing mad crazy. When she turn around and say, yo, I want to keep my body to myself. You know she be hoeing crazy, bro. That's crazy.
He goes on to say, I want everything, whatever you come with. I'm confused as to why you coming at me like this, though. Like, I ain't come at you on no sex shit. I'm really trying to get to know you. Man, stop the cap. What is there to know about this shit?
Yo. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro, why would you say that? What are you talking about then? The only reason why a man and a woman should ever be conversating, and this nigga turns around and says, it's not even about that. It's not even about that. I'm trying to be your friend. I'm trying to be your friend and get to know you. Nigga, oh my goodness. Lil Baby is caving hard. This is a class. This is a 101 class in what to never do. What to never do. If a girl's not interested, leave that hoe alone. Okay? If the girl's not paying you much attention, she starts to sort of fade off in the distance, leave that hoe alone. You always must maintain the upper hand. Okay? You must always maintain the upper hand when you're talking to hoes, bro. This is a masterclass in what not to do.
I know all there is to know. She's a raging lunatic that's selling box, that's selling her body on the internet. That's somebody that you want to stay far away from unless you like being put in harm's way, both legally and potentially physically and mentally with stress. And he says, like, deeply. We can be friends if that's what I gotta be. But I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be your freaking friend. I'm 2 minutes from your house too, by the way. You don't even know where I live. So she just keeps calling out the cap in his rap. He says, watch, I hope your people's not there. What people's? It's been 2 minutes, crazy. So she really wanted this dude to pull up to her crib, but you're gonna see it cost him $500,000 for being faking, pump faking. He says, whoever you cut me off for. Oh well, if so. And he says that was my answer to what people. And then the way that this changes up, I think she knew she had a sucker on. She was like, oh, this guy's not actually crazy. Let me see what. If you help me get my dream car, you can have me forever. This is insane. And you know her dream car ain't a Tesla Model 3. Her dream car ain't even a Tesla Model Y. You can just tell by that. For sure. It's not even a Jeep Wrangler. I would be surprised if it was even a Range Rover, which is pushing it on the end. He says that's like the easiest thing you could have said. Like, come on now, that's easy. What kind of car is that? He just ready. He jumping a trick. Oh my God, rappers are funny. He said, I'll cut everybody in the world off. I'll delete Instagram. She's not deleting Instagram. You could buy her an island and she's still gonna want Instagram. Somebody like that, man. And this is like when chicks get on the internet and they're like, yo, these guys, they just want the dots. They claim and they want. Are they wrong? They are wrong for a certain subsection, but a lot of these guys, they just, rappers, whatever, athletes, they want to tame a hoe. They're like, yo, I'm gonna turn her around. Which is bizarre, but hey, man, go on. And he says, and I mean forever. You know exactly what to say, huh? And he says, Rolls-Royce calling in 2025, and it can't be a Striker or Porsche GT3.
Oh! Wow! 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 Crazy thing about this is that bitch probably don't even make enough to pay the car note off. You probably don't make enough to pay the car note off. Like, she most likely does not make enough to pay the car note off on a freaking Rolls Royce, bro. She wants a Rolls Royce. She said, the car that I want is a Rolls Royce. I want a $250,000 car. Could you get that for me? That's the car. I'll delete the... No, she won't. For the Rolls Royce Cullinan? I gotta see this, bro. I know the ghost and everything, but Rolls Royce Cullinan price. Okay, here we go, boys. I don't even know what this whip looks like, dude. Images. Oh man, this bitch got ugly taste in cars, bro. This car is ugly, dude. Yuck. It's like that whole Urus and the Bentley Frog Eye SUV thing, bro. Ow! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's a $400,000 car, bro. $400,000 for the box. Wow! 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 There's no box ever. No, we all know nobody would. Let's just continue.
TRS 3 2025 in pink. I think I mentioned that car. I didn't even know what the actual name was, the second one, in a previous video, maybe like last week or something. This is insane. Rolls-Royce Cullinan is like at least $500K. And then she said, I had to look up what a Striker was, which is a car that's been stolen, or like the VIN number has been changed up. This is $500,000. She's basically saying $500,000 you get this box. That's insane. And this is why she had to work up to it. She can't just say $500,000 for the box. Lil Baby's like, hell nah. She sold Lil Baby the dream. After first finding out that he wasn't really a crazy dude that was gonna pull up to her crib, she probably would have just gotten with him off the strength at that point. And he says, see, you've been dealing with some real BS. Striker. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's an insult. He's like, you think I would just get a car, steal a car, so I wouldn't have to pay you anything? Nah, I'm a real trick. I'm really gonna spend the money. And then she says, my ex was a scammer. I've been with him for a few years. I definitely was used to BS. If BS is getting a car that you get to drive for free while some other dude takes all the risk, then BS, I guess. He's like, yeah, see, I don't know nothing about that life at all. He just jumps out. He's like, yo, I ain't got nothing to do with scamming. You already know they're investigating 4PF. And I love that you smart. You went highest cars in the market. Oh my goodness. It's like he's excited to trick. He's like, man, she really know how to get it out of me. He says that Porsche is a better investment though. Man, what is this chick talking about investments? I'm usually a pink slip type guy, but you picked a big-ish. I'ma have to get you a little note. He said, I'm gonna have to get you a little note, but definitely obtainable. Today. Damn. He's not messing around. And she says, I'm going to be honest, I can pay the monthly payment too. I just can't put a down payment on nothing right now. What's a down payment on that? Is it 20%? I don't even know. I never had a car note. Frankly, I don't even have a car right now. I had a car before. So let's get out the way. Let's get that out the way. But yeah, I've never had a car note. He says, I was going to get one of those eventually, just had to shake some more. Yeah, you're doing it right now. And then he puts a thumbs down. And this is the thing. He's talking about, he's thumbs downing her wanting to shake behind for it, earn it in her realm. But the way that he discovered her was her shaking behind. So the way that you found her is what you want her to stop doing. Like, Lil Baby, make.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me, bro. Yo, you found her being a hoe, tricking online, selling box on the internet, dude. And then you want to tell her, yo, stop being a hoe. Come chill with me, dude. Come relax. Let's start a family together. Nigga, what are you talking about, bro? What are you saying? What are you thinking? $500,000? Yo, I'm embarrassed for Lil Baby, bro. I'm embarrassed. I'm frankly appalled, but not really to the point where it should really be phasing me in any way. But definitely, it's one of those things where I'm like, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's like you don't want to believe it, but then you have to believe it because it's what's going on right now. In your face. Rappers are doing this. They're tricking. But 500,000, I'm like, oh my God, bro. The thing better be I don't even want it better be so good that you nut like that 5 seconds. That's how good it better be, or else it's not worth it. You know what I mean? It better have like super suction grip that it grips it super tight like this. You can't pull out like a Chinese trap, dude. Like a Chinese finger trap. That's how good the box better be, bro. Or else, oh my goodness, dude. Wow. Wow. I got